Gaffer, a real rollercoaster of a game today. We come away with a point thanks to Sam Falarin's late equaliser. What's the overriding emotion after watching that?
Well, delighted that we got a point in the end. It was a difficult afternoon, having started so brightly. Difficult because we lost JD with the injury, and he was so influential in that first half of the game. Good in terms of good emotion with the resilience of the group, because it's easy just to let it go and just come away with nothing. And we'd have taken a point from the start, but we know that we have to also keep getting better.
Yeah, you mentioned getting ourselves into a really good position at half-time, leading 2-1, of course. Felt like it was a different game in the second half. What do you feel contributed to that? Accrington looked a different side after the break.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they were in a losing situation, and they, threw caution to the wind, pinned us back, and we were having to deal with a lot of balls in the box. And we couldn't quite get out of that sticky patch, and then therefore we changed it to a back four to try and get wide men out to full-backs and engage a bit higher up, because I didn't think that we felt quite as solid defensively at dealing with the crosses. But then we conceded one to another cross, which we thought there was quite an obvious foul push through, in the back, the far post, and then the second goal on the break, and it looked like obviously the change didn't work. We wanted it to work for the better, but then we looked leaky, so we then went back to a fight, but we wanted the wing backs to then be more aggressive. And it's early days, the third game of the season, but the pleasing aspect is we've got two strikers who have scored 2 goals apiece in both the last 2 games.
Yeah, Sam scoring late on, of course, but I thought the first 2 goals, Ellis Taylor and James Daly, 2 real different type of goals. Daly being really brave and sticking his head in, and then a real quality finish from Ellis Taylor, showing that we've got both sides of a game when going forward. Yeah,
that's right. It's we're playing 2 up front. We're trying to go for teams. I'd like us to be a bit more aggressive still. You know, there's going to be back foot moments and spells in games, but you've still got to look secure in those spells. And it's a work in progress in terms of when to press against different systems and when to get up the pitch and release our outside centre backs, which I don't think we did as well today. But as I say, it's still new. But yeah, they were influential figures. Alice is. I thought he was one of the most composed players on the pitch today, certainly for us, and a great finish.
James Daly, as we said, really brave, went off at half-time. Just, is there any update on how he's doing after that?
Yeah, he had a headache, and I think partly because of the heavy bandage on his head, but it's a nasty gash. He will get stitches and his eyebrow line, but very brave and a brilliant header.
And then just, you mentioned before the game having to scrap for every single point at this level. We certainly did that, and the late equaliser showing no signs of giving up and at least coming away with a point today.
Yeah, I think the resilience is there again, like the other night, putting a brilliant shift in the win over Lincoln, and many groups would have just thought, well, it's not our day today, but a magnificent cross into the box from Toby. I've seen so many people under pressure sky it and go over the bar, put it right in the money, and Sam's there. And yeah, people want new strikers in, but I'm glad to have 2 strikers on 2 each so far.
Thank you.
Cheers.